everybody, I'm Kenda, and this is my friend Melissa. This week we have been doing a series of videos with Tim and Melissa about what it's like to purchase property in Cabo. And if you've watched any of my videos in the past, one thing that you hear me say over and over and over and over again is that Cabo is a cash market.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part, it's
Yeah.
a cash market. And a lot of people don't believe that. They're like, what do you mean it's a cash market? Well, most people do buy properties here in Cabo paying in all cash. That's the norm.
Mm-hmm.
However, there are situations where lending is available.
Right.
And Tim and Melissa were able to take advantage of one of the lending programs here in Cabo. So because I talk so much about cash market, I wanted to make sure that we gave some really good information about the mortgage options that are available here in Cabo.
Right.
Because it is an option, and it is a little bit more challenging. It's a little bit more time consuming. But I thought, Melissa, you would be the perfect person to talk to about what that process is like.
Yeah.
So how was that for you guys?
It's different. It's funny because there's commonalities, but it's also different. So it's going to take longer, and it's going to be more expensive, and it's going to be frustrating because it is a new process down here. They're doing a great job. They're honest. They're good people. But sometimes the communication between different departments is not there.
Yeah.
So you're going to be like, what? And then there's fees that you'll be like, seriously, another fee?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different fees down here.
Yeah.
So you just kind of have to know that, and you're not going to get in the interest rates that are in the U.S. don't apply down here.
It has nothing to do with the interest rates.
No, you're going to pay a higher interest rate than what you're seeing down in the or up in the U.S.
Yeah.
And you're going to need to put more money down. There are not FHA loans. There's nothing like that where you're like, ooh, you can get in for $10,000 or 10%. It's going to cost you more than that.
That's absolutely true. And I think the loan programs here, I think we have 3 or 4 companies now that do offer mortgages. But first of all, they're very strict. They're very stringent in the approval process. The money laundering laws are very, very strict here.
Right.
And so they require a lot more documentation, a lot more, just a lot more of everything. And so, you're going to deal with more paperwork, more, shuffling things around, and it's going to take longer. It is going to take longer than you think. So most of the time it takes about 90 days to close. When you have a mortgage, you're looking at, for sure, at least 120 days to close. So you definitely experienced that.
Yep.
I think the closing costs go from about 4 to 6% to about like 5 to 8% closing costs.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was more. It's just more. And I guess you have to kind of consider, okay, is that something I want to do? And for us, when we thought the prices here were a lot lower, we're like, oh, we can do cash. And then when we found out what the actual prices were, we're like, okay, well, we've got so much cash, but we still wanted to get in. We knew this was a hot market. We wanted to get in. It was absolutely worth the fees and the time and all of that to be able to get in here, because I still think we're very fortunate, the fact that there are mortgages down here now.
Yes.
And, the pre-approval letters down here, ironclad.
Yes.
Like they don't just give them out like they do in the States. Like, all right, here you go. No, you go through a rigorous process to get pre-approved.
Yes.
And so you just kind of have to know that, like, okay, it can happen.
Yeah.
And it is a great market to get in.
It really is. And even though it is a little bit more expensive, like you said, there are benefits because, maybe you don't want to liquidate all of your, or you don't want to like use all your liquid funds to buy a property in a foreign country, especially as a first-time buyer.
Yes, that was us.
Yeah. So I think it's nice to know that you do have that option, and I appreciate you sharing with us what that was like, and all the paperwork and all of those things. That's real.
Yes, and I will say this: Kenda is a phenomenal agent. And she did buffer us from some of the things that I'm glad she didn't tell us, hey, this is going on right now. And this is, because there are little hiccups, just like in the U.S.
Yeah.
And being in a foreign country and not being here and then not speaking the language, it's really nice to have somebody down here who knows everybody and who's highly regarded. And that's what everybody told us. They're like, oh, you're working with Kenda, she's the best.
Well, I did not pay her to say that.
No, but it's true. No, it's very true. And so she got things done, and it made a huge difference.
Well, thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I get a little embarrassed, but thank you anyway. Thank you so much.
I just want you to know that, because we did talk to other agents, and everybody down here loves Kinda, and everybody knows her and knows her work ethic, and that's huge down here. So that's why you need to like and subscribe to this video and channel.
Thank you.
And follow her and talk to her.
Thank you. I need to hire you to be on here all the time. We'll start doing a little thing. So anyway, well, thank you guys so much for hanging in with us this week and for watching the videos. I hope they were helpful. If you have any questions that we have not answered, please leave them in the comments below, and we will definitely respond to you. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.